Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, chase a chick, never chase a.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Kiera.
This is Leah.
And this is Solo.
And you are listening to He Said, We Said. Happy March. Good riddance to February and January, if
February
you ask me.
wasn't that bad. It was uncomfortable cold, though. Here.
I'm glad it came and went.
Those are my two least favorite months. January, February. March too.
Sure.
March as well.
Oh, March ain't too bad.
I can't stand the first quarter of the year. It's
Really?
just so boring to me.
March is like we out of the cold weather.
That's what I associate with March.
Because yesterday I was like, damn, I need the AC on. Like, it got about 80 something now.
Oh, I definitely have the AC going. Yeah, it got pretty warm.
Yeah.
Thank God.
God, no. Mm-mm.
I am so sorry.
But February is like
uncomfortable.
nothing happens in February. I mean, you got Valentine's Day, but it's just cold, too cold.
I don't know. Y'all know I love the cold, so nothing.
So then why
to
you
me.
hate February?
No, it's just a boring month. Like February and January to me. I think because you have so much excitement in the last quarter of the year. So then what I like about January is like the reset mind frame, like, the starting new, starting fresh. But that only lasts for about a week, maybe two for me. And then it's like, okay, like,
I like the little
get it
MLK
going.
Day break.
I'm never off on that day. So.
Yeah, it's very rare for me.
Well, at least I enjoyed it in school. It was like, damn, we back in school. Oh, 3-day weekend. But February, it's like there's no holiday. Well, where people are taking off.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the government, it's like President's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Or something.
Some of them people did have like a 4-day weekend.
We used to have a winter break for a very small amount of time in February. Cool. Yeah. It was very, very short. It did not last for long. But yeah, we'd have Christmas and we'd have like a winter break. Yeah.
Nah, we just had 2 weeks. 2 weeks for Christmas and spring break was all we had to look for. Well, some other little things.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, Black History Month is in February. I think that's the highlight of my February, aside from like my mom's birthday. Shout out to my mama. And Valentine's Day. So...
Yeah, I enjoy the Black History Month. Then March, it's crawfish season for some people.
Yes, I got
Mardi Gras.
last week.
You kind of got
so good.
a little bit of things going on.
Yeah, I haven't had crawfish yet, but soon. Okay, let's just go into what happened this week. Not much that we're going to talk about, actually, but breaking news: Brittney Griner. Is it Grimer or Griner? Oh, Brittney Griner. She is a WNBA player. If I'm not mistaken, she played at Baylor, right?
Yes.
Okay, I know a little something. She has been detained in Russia for the last 3 weeks. And unfortunately, we just found out about this yesterday.
Yeah.
So I believe she was at the airport. They reported her to have like a vape or something like that on her. I guess that's illegal in Russia. They're saying she could face up to 3 to 5 years in Russian jail or prison for this offense. For you all who may not know, I don't know how, but Russia is also kind of big in the news right now because they have invaded the Ukraine, the Russian president. So it's not really a good time to be in Russia or the Ukraine right now. Definitely not as a Black person, a Black woman. We'll see how this story develops, but I wish her the best.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's kind of confusing to me is like they arrest you for the vape pens, right? Like I've traveled with, my little vape or whatnot. It's like, how did they know that it's marijuana? Or THC or, anytime that I've traveled, it's not like they make me, inhale or they're sniffing to check to see if it's THC in it. So they must be on another kind of level in Russia or something.
Or does that mean?
Or maybe it was
all
just
of it?
labeled.
Or does it mean that? Oh, maybe so.
I don't know. Like I've never had any issues getting through it. The little juice that you got and.
But is THC legal there?
Clearly not.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
It could be, but she's detained.
Just saying, what does it matter? I guess if they couldn't figure out what it was, if like none of it is legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Leah. I'm assuming, that like they're not allowed, period. Like vapes are not allowed, period, in Russia. I mean, who knows, really? It's a well, are they communist? They definitely don't have a democracy. So, you know, Putin is a authoritarian, and so what he says goes. So I guess I wouldn't be surprised if vape pens were not legal over there.
Yeah, and it's just like, is the lack of coverage coinciding with what's going on with Russia right now, or is it just people just felt like it wasn't that important? But
because
even
it had to have been out there, right?
Or her camp would have said
her family.
The WNBA.
I mean, a few days go by. It's like,
right. My family is calling up everybody, figuring out what's going on. So especially with us being in this social media age, it is very interesting to me that she went 3 weeks out there before any of us found out. Right. Yeah. So prayers up. I hope she's able to come home very soon, but that is a very scary situation. I'm not trying to be in nobody's jail. Definitely not no foreign jail.
Oh no.
Yeah. You don't speak the language?
Not during war neither.
Hello?
They got
not with no authoritarian look. No. Yeah. So prayers up to her. Also, in more sad news, I guess it depends on how you look at it. It was announced that Kim and Kanye are officially divorced. Kim is now back to her government. Kim Kardashian, no West. She dropped the West.
She name changed his ass.
She did. He put out a few things, just telling his feelings about divorce. It was it just was in bold divorce, that font that he normally uses. So what are your thoughts?
I don't know.
Kanye is funny. Why are we still hearing from the girlfriend? I'm sorry.
Bruh.
Don't even get me started. He has a new girlfriend who looks like Kim.
Okay.
She
straight off the factory, huh?
Well, let her tell it. She has not gotten any work done to her face. She just got a BBL and a few other things. But she says she was born this way. And I'm kind of getting that she insinuated that, not that Kim's trying to look like her, but basically she's the prototype because this is what she was born with.
Is real.
Right. So, I mean, who knows? She says that she's a grad student. She's 23 or 24. And I have a feeling she knows that she's there for a good time, not a long time. So milk it the way you can.
24. Come on,
Kanye's what, 38, 39?
He ought to be 40 something.
Yeah. To be close to 40.
I'm sorry, y'all. Why did I say that? Yeah, you're right. He's clearly 40 something. I did see the video though that he had released.
The one where he buried Pete. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like, bro.
I didn't see that.
It's like,
I didn't watch it either, and I heard about it.
Just get over it, man. It's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
She's no longer your wife.
But the thing is, it almost makes me think, like, dang, this relationship is pretty serious to get Kanye up like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about it. And it's like, man, if I am Kim or even Pete, it's like now this other sense of pressure to like make it work.
Right.
Because it's like now I can't let him, that's petty, but I can't let you win in, you know, in this situation that we have going on. Now we're going to have to figure it out a little longer. Maybe it'll bring them closer together. Who knows?
It's probably a weird dynamic where it's like, I don't want to talk about him every night, but you just said this about like.
I mean, it's like if you're dating her, you're going to be, that's the reality of it. That's the father of her kids. So you're going to have to talk about Kanye, you know?
Do you?
And then he's right across the street. I
don't know. I feel like with this whole situation that's happening with Kanye and Kim, I have seen a lot of support for Kim and people saying that Kanye is doing the most. But it's so weird to me how I'm still seeing such a good chunk of people, and at least people that I follow, who are justifying Kanye's act. Yeah.
Not even justifying it, but like, I don't see anything wrong.
Like, it's wild to me.
What you want. It's like, y'all, we've been talking about this for a while.
That is wild to me.
It's been over the line of harassment at this point, but I haven't heard anything that she's been doing. You know, it seems like she's been, you know, non-responsive as far as, you know, all the stuff that he's been doing towards her. So it's like, where's all this stemming from? Is it really just because she doesn't want to get back with you, or you would have sworn she was doing something to him the way he's behaving? But
it's just, it's crazy. But, you know, at what point do you like, I don't know, hold him accountable? Basically what I'm getting at is I have seen people also say he has the mental illness, she has admitted a while ago that he stopped taking his medication. And so I personally, have a family member who struggles with mental illness, and a lot of the patterns that Kanye is doing in regards to just kind of saying off the wall stuff is similar to what this family member does. Even Brittney Spears, which actually I kind of want to bring her to the table a bit. Okay. Because Brittney is not well.
She's not.
What's she doing?
Have you seen some of her posts?
Lately? No.
Within the past, like since
few months,
I thought she was doing good.
Free,
lost basically. The conservative.
Not even since she's been free. Probably a little bit before that. But like some of the stuff while she was not free, right? She was still saying things, but we were like, okay, that's a little side eye, but you need to be free. Mm-hmm. So everybody was kind of like getting behind that a little bit, and then she got free, and she just be doing the wildest. I mean, it's not that wild, but it's just like, why would you do that?
And saying stuff too that don't make no sense. But again, with said family member, I'm seeing a lot of the same patterns. So yeah, I don't know if she's taking her medicine or not, but she has been very vocal about abuse from her parents and made comments about they should have slapped, or she should have slapped her little sister when she was 13, 14, like all kinds of just off the wall stuff. So yeah.
I wonder how the family really feels. Like once that came back, it's like, here we go.
With Brittney?
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I know people were giving Jamie Lynn Spears some hell. And I mean, to be fair, it does seem like she is milking off of some of this. But also I watched this girl who I follow. She kind of gave her opinion. And I was like, you know what, that does make sense. Because at the end of the day, Jamie Lynn Spears was kind of forced into entertainment. Like her sister was already a big pop star and her parents were like, okay, well, we're going to get you up on this thing next. Right. And so her experiences are going to be different than Brittney's, but also too, like, she didn't ask for this. So I don't know. It's complicated over there. I wish all the parties involved the best. Everybody, because
I don't know what to think about Brittney. I'm sorry. Every time I see her stuff, I'm like, ooh, okay.
My timeline will look a little different because I don't see any of it.
I don't see it often, but I do see it probably anytime when the weird pops up.
Yeah, the Shade Room does a really good job of making sure we see anything wacky that she posts. Yeah, the Shade Room is something else. That's another,
I don't know. It's like, why? Why do we need to know this?
Why? And you know what you're doing.
Right, because the thing is they won't really even say much. It's like Brittney Spears showing y'all her new dance moves.
And you know that she look crazy doing these moves.
Right, so she's like, now I feel like the bad guy because you just put it out there. Like, I'm just putting it out there and now I'm laughing.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Right. I'm just not going to say nothing about it.
100%. Speaking of the Shade Room, we did have Teyanna Taylor speak out against a TikTok post that was made. Ooh. I think I shared it with both of y'all, where there's this girl who gets anonymous tips, anonymous gossip from people, and she reenacts it. So in this one, she had a cartoony looking house as her background. She said that this singer has a husband that recently was on a dance show and won, and that he was a basketball player, et cetera, et cetera. It was very clear that it was Teyanna Taylor and Iman that she was speaking of. And then she also insinuates that she got high off of cocaine and overdosed and was in the hospital, and that is why she had to cancel her show versus her being like dehydrated or exhausted, which was what Teyanna said. So yeah, Teyanna spoke out about it and was just like, don't come for me, basically, and that this stuff is fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my reaction. At the end of the day, and she said this in her post. It was a very long post. She says she's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. Say something about it. So, anyway,
the girl also said in there that basically it was like her getting high as a result of like
stuff Iman was doing.
Yes. Stuff Iman was doing. So he was like cheating or like religiously cheats, basically.
Right.
Is the claim. And so Teyanna was, I guess I don't remember the word that she used about it. Like, I guess clearly upset about it, and does that frequently when she's upset about it. And so, I mean, I guess I would have to respond to that too. But if it's true, I mean, I don't know.
If it's true, I'm a lie. I'm
just like, she did.
You know.
I mean, hey, you know, we don't.
We don't know. I mean, it's not a secret that he has cheated on her before.
I don't follow too much. I just see the good stuff on their reality show.
This was some years ago.
Did they also make the point too? She was
that they have
fake online,
yes,
and tired of being fake and trying to be this picture perfect family. I'm like, oh, we're getting a little deep on this.
Yeah, I mean, it was very spot on.
Black love,
right.
You know.
I mean, and you can still have good black love and have struggled, I guess, in your marriage. Hopefully, it's not continuous struggle, right? But like, yeah, he has said it in the side piece, didn't speak out, and it was kind of messy. This is like, I don't even know if the first kid was born yet or it was right after the first kid was born. I don't remember all those details, but yeah, who knows? I will say that TikTok page is very entertaining. That girl has
quite
a few videos.
She has a lot of stuff, and I watch them when I see them.
Look.
And I look through the comments because sometimes I don't always catch it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, who we talking about?
Right.
I was telling her, I was like, I thought that was Adele. I thought that was Adele and Rich Paul, but then I was like, that doesn't make sense. No, the one about Iman and Tiana Taylor, like that particular TikTok. I was like, who is this? Adele?
I didn't know at first either.
Huh? I didn't know what was going on.
And it's crazy because like in hindsight, it's like it's very clearly Teyanna.
Right.
But I guess I too don't follow Teyanna enough to have been able to like have that click at the very beginning.
Because when I saw the comment like, oh, that's her living room. But I was like, oh, yeah, it is. But when I saw it, I was like, what is it?
Right.
Like, she just is in a living room.
Yeah. I mean, look. Hopefully it's not true. Let's just say that.
Good luck, Teyanna.
Right. Okay. And then in last news, this is all kind of a messy episode today, kind of. But y'all's favorite deelishes. How do you say it? Delicious. This is just okay.
It's just spelled
funky a little bit. Okay. Well, she got her fame from Flavor of Love. If I'm not mistaken, she won. This would have been season 2, I think.
Season 2.
Hoops won season 1.
Hoops won season 1.
Yeah.
That was a time.
Wasn't it?
That was a time.
Wasn't it? She went on to date Shaq for quite some time after that. Yeah.
She parlayed that motherfucker for real.
I wonder what she's doing now. I'm going to have to look her up.
All the girls. No,
everybody was loving her, man.
Yeah, everyone. She was cute. So yeah, Delicious. She has been somewhat in the news because she announced that she is getting a divorce from her husband, Raymond Santana. If you don't know who he is, by top of mind, he's actually one of the exonerated 5 or Central Park 5, as other people know him to be. So they got married, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And they're getting a divorce. So let her tell it. He just kind of blindsided her. He just up and left and never came back. There were a lot of people
that he was controlling, or
she definitely said he was a narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did say that, and that he cheated on her.
That he ran through the settlement money.
She didn't say that.
No, okay, she didn't say that, but apparently that's what everyone has been saying, is that he blew through the settlement money, and that's why she started, I guess, stepping out or whatever, and now he's filed for divorce.
So here's the thing.
I
think he filed.
I think he may have filed. This is what I think, and unfortunately, I know more about this than I should.
Yeah.
The Shade Room, I read all of her post.
Okay.
And I'm leaning towards believing what she has said. So she says that he has money, that he's fine. He has not ran through anything, and that she is not the one to leave him. He left her. He moved into her house. She has a pretty big mansion somewhere, maybe in Atlanta. he moved in with her. They had a prenup because they don't have any children or whatever else together. He's leaving with what he had. She's leaving with what she has. So she claims that money has nothing to do with it. I guess they may have had some kind of a rough patch. They were working through things and then he just left. Sometime after them working through stuff. So for her, I guess she was under the impression that we're still like working through things, and he never gave her any kind of warning that he was over it, that he was done. So I guess he then filed for a divorce or something. I don't know, but she says that she's devastated, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. Part of me kind of believes that.
And there was no other guy in the picture?
She says she did not step out on him, but he stepped out on her.
I guess it's three sides to every story. Has he said anything or he's just filed?
He has not said anything outright. He has been doing like little subliminal stuff. So he like had a video of him in the mirror and winking. He had on a muscle shirt and whatever. But yeah, like I don't know if he's badmouthed her per se, but she also spoke to how it's really hard to love somebody that has traumas. You just kind of have to work through that. And I guess if they're not willing to put in the work, that it can be really hard, basically. So, I mean, from what we know, he did have a hell of a teenage childhood, whatever you want to call it. And so if you haven't addressed those traumas, and if you miss a good chunk of your life too, there may be certain things that you miss out, you know.
That's a really good point though. I mean, if they were, I don't remember how long they were in jail.
Yeah, how long was that? I forgot.
It was a decent chunk of their life though. So like to come out and now in this relationship, did he even have time to address everything like he probably needed to?
Yeah. I wonder. I mean, I feel like they've been out of prison at least 10 years now, right?
Yeah.
When did they meet? I guess they've only been married for 2 years.
I think they met and married relatively quickly, excuse me, if I'm not mistaken.
Shout out to Candy.
Yeah. Candy Burris is the one who set them up. Oh. She has relationships with both of them and she felt like they were both really sweet and good people that thought they'd be good together. They hit it off. They got married. And so she may have even pointed out that they did maybe got married a little too quickly. But I mean, from what she says, and I don't keep up with Deelishes or nothing like that, but from what she said, I mean, it sounds believable. I mean, not to say she's an angel, no telling what she could have done, but from her perspective, it didn't sound like anything wild. So I don't know.
Yeah, low-key, I didn't even recognize her when I saw her.
She does look different.
And even just seeing that name, I was like, damn, throwback. I hadn't seen this name in some years.
She does.
Like she was in the news recently, but I could have been thinking about whenever they got together. But I remember seeing her name within the past 4 years. What is she doing?
Yeah.
Why is she doing?
I don't know. I've seen her promote like different stuff because this episode is sponsored to you by, or brought to you by the Shade Room, basically. Like her stuff has been popped up on the Shade Room throughout the years, like waist stuff or
okay, maybe that's
maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe she's doing like club appearances or something. I don't know if she has a business of her own, but I mean, she's been able to stay somewhere relevant. And how long has it been since Flavor of Love? 15 years, something like that.
Something like that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I can't be mad at her. Her little clips from the show will pop up every blue moon. The sing off with the one girl.
Yeah.
So, she doing something.
Flavor of Love was a gem.
Shout out to Flavor of Love.
Yeah. That really kicked off a whole nother level of reality TV, man. It really
He
did.
changed the game, really. He changed the game.
Love of Ray J and love of all this stuff. And
Chance of Real New York.
Real.
They were on New York. That's
what was the shit with the gentleman school?
Oh, Charm School.
Man, that shit was snowballing.
Low key.
Something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Even Monique got in on it with her little show.
Yeah, that was the Charm School one. Yeah.
That was the Charm School?
That was Charm School.
Okay, because I was thinking about Mr. Bentley. What was that?
That was the one that...
G's to Gents.
G's to Gents.
G's to fucking Gents.
But even before that, shout out to VH1. Remember they had, was it Surreal Life? I think that was what started it all. They had all those celebrities in the house. It was basically Big Brother kind of.
And
Bridget. Yes. And then what's his name? The rock star had his own little show too. Love of Rock.
Yeah,
something like that. He had his. I forget that guy's name. With the bandana. Yes.
But wait, he had a family show. No.
Are you thinking of Hulk?
Oh yeah,
the Hogans.
I'm thinking about the Hogans.
Oh shit, the Hogans.
Were they on VH1 or were they MTV?
I don't know. Was that even
or country music?
Like some kind of E almost, or it was something. Random.
Yeah,
it probably wasn't the same, but it was the same time.
Yeah, it was a time. Oh, this kind of reminds me. Okay, so I was with my baby sister yesterday. Shout out to Brandy. She is going to be 19 next week. And so she was telling me, she goes to Prairie View. She's like, yeah, Nene and some other people were on the TSU campus the other day. And I was like, oh, really? I had a friend send to me that they are rebooting College Hill, but instead of them having college students, they are going to have celebrities. So Ray J is going to be on there, as I pointed out, Nene.
These are college.
They were on the campus walking. They came to Hump Day, so that is the word on the street. But I'm asking her. I'm like, oh, you know about College Hill? She was like, I don't know what College Hill is, and I'm like, oh, you don't know what that is? I was like, it's kind of like the railroad. And she's like, I don't know what the railroad is either.
That would hurt my heart.
No, bro. I was really just like, I guess you really don't. Why would you know what College Hill is? She was born in 2003, so. Didn't it come out around 03?
I can accept,
no. It came out
04,
like
05.
04, yeah, something like that. But I can accept not knowing College Hill. The Real World was kind of
Real World.
They still talk about it online every now and then. But I guess if you're 20, 15,
is her timeline talking about it?
Right. Probably.
I guess not. Oh, my heart was hurt.
Man.
I was like, yikes.
Every now and then you have those conversations where it's like, fuck, we're getting old.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess we'll be on the lookout for that show.
I will not. What?
I mean, I'm not gonna. Well, who knows? If the trailer looks good enough, I might give it a try. But
I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing, because I saw a post. I saw somebody say like, "You want me to watch College Hill? People who didn't go to college."
I think they all had some college, if I'm not mistaken. And so I think that might be part of the thing. They all got a little bit of college and maybe they're trying to finish. I don't know, but it is just weird to me that, okay, if you're going to bring it back, do it right. Like, let's get some real college students. Yeah.
If you bring it back, I mean, it's a whole new generation that doesn't know anything about it. You could do it. It's not like bad plug-in, but like Bel Air, right? Where everybody has these expectations and everybody knows what it is. Everybody walks into it like, this better be this. They all have their own expectation based on what we know to be true. And so now it's like College Hill, half people don't even know what that is. And so he gonna bring these celebrities.
Right.
Go back to school.
Exactly. And honestly, I don't even know if they were to reboot it and do it right, if I naturally would be checking for it like that. Like I may like give it a go, but like I'm kind of, I don't want to say far removed from college, but essentially it's a bit behind me, right?
Yeah.
So like to your point, there's a whole new generation of people, college students. You don't even have to put it on cable TV. Put it on YouTube. Put it on some kind of streaming platform where people have easy access to it. I don't know. I feel like they're dropping the ball with this one.
They would definitely need a fire trailer, just to get people talking about it. The name College Hill is not going to make people want to tune in. You got to have like that trailer that's gonna, oh shit.
Yeah.
And
because
that kind
who
of
is
reaction.
it marketed to? People who know about it for you to switch it up like that? Or is it marketed to a whole new generation? Because those are not really the same. Who's your audience?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about to look at no damn College Hill.
Right.
You're not watching College Hill.
Like I said, the trailer gotta be fire though.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And
even still, I don't just, nigga, if it's on BET, I'm not watching that shit. You're right. You better put it on YouTube. One of those platforms.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It was definitely BET.
I think it was.
For
if
sure,
they kept the name, it has to be BET.
Yeah, it needs to come off to another streaming platform for sure.
Yeah, I feel you on that. We will see. We're going to take a break. All right, so it's time for our verses. And this week we are going to talk about trips. All right, there's all kinds of trips. Leah and I, if y'all don't know, we are line sisters. And so we have line trips, which I guess would be a girl's trip essentially.
Right.
But you know, there's also vacations, right? So the question for you guys this week is, what is your preference? Solomon, you going on the line trip with your bros, or you rather the vacation with your girl?
Oh man, I hate that I have to kick this one off.
To be fair, we both have you got your boys trip coming up.
Got
we
the
got
boys
our girls
trip.
Yeah.
We're going to the same spot.
We are.
Yes, we are. So let me know where y'all go so I can. We still putting together this itinerary.
Right.
No.
Us too.
Man, which one would I rather go to?
Like in general,
Cons,
yeah.
maybe.
I mean, I guess it depends, right? It depends on the location, depends on the time of the year, but I feel like nowadays, you know, being older in age, most of my friends, they're married, kids, and it's like there's so little few time in between time to actually hang and kick it. I do prefer the guys' trip.
Okay.
You know, I do prefer us being able to hang and spend quite a few, some good quality time.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucked that up. But
I was like, are you
no,
serious?
but here's the thing. It's not that I don't enjoy the vacation or don't enjoy being with my girl. I mean, who wouldn't want to go on a vacation, you know, get a little bit of, you know, action.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like the guy's trip,
You can still get
am I in a
action.
relationship?
Maybe you are.
I mean, no.
Well, how about this? Because you can do both. You can go on a couples trip where you are with the guys and you still got your girl.
Yeah. I've never done that, but from the stories I've heard, usually it can go sideways.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
folks get drunk, arguments are had. things
Really?
Man.
Why does this remind me of the
Why did I get
Yes, why did I get married?
Why did I get married? I mean, not saying it's essentially that, but you know, I mean, you bring in couples. Everybody ain't fucking with each other like that.
How you know? Maybe y'all are.
You're right. Maybe this is that picture perfect scenario where all the couples went to college together and we all have this history and we all are just kosher towards one another. But let's be honest, some of the girls ain't fucking with the girls and there might be a little, you know, back and forth catty action. Or maybe the guys, I don't like that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody dated somebody in the past. But it's a recipe.
Dated somebody in the past. Okay, now this is
Come
getting
on,
juicy.
let's-
Right.
But no,
We can write this out.
Come on, it just is what it is, man. I've never been on a guy's trip where there's been drama. Like drama. Not saying that the girls' trip is with the guys is gonna be drama or Baecation is gonna be drama, but it just seems a bit more relaxing, just kicking
Okay.
it
This
and
is a
hanging
good
it
point.
with
Yes.
the fellas is all I'm saying. And like I
Okay.
said, it all depends. Am I single? Am I not single? If I'm single, yeah, the guy's trip is probably cool.
Versus
if I'm in a
somebody-
relationship, the guy's trip, it's like, yeah, it's still cool, but I know I can't be doing the most.
What's the most? What you do
I'm
on
not
the?
about to be entertaining women like that.
Well,
So that is
yeah.
what makes the
I mean, it changes what
guy's
the guy,
trip better.
Well, yeah.
I'm confused because you just said that most of your guy friends are married now. So surely, if y'all are going on a boys trip, a guys trip,
But I did say
So-
it
and
depends.
you're in a
So,
relationship,
let's-
what you say you can't? I'm confused. Of course, you
What y'all
wouldn't be
be
doing all
doing?
that. Yeah, doing the
Guys
most.
doing on
I
these
mean, just
trips.
because they in a relationship don't mean I'm in a relationship.
No, the hypothetical for you being in a relationship, you're still on a trip with other men that are on like in a relationship, right?
Yes.
So like, what do you mean like you can't be doing the most? Like,
You know, entertaining women.
so is that like the peak or
And,
like
and,
the?
and we know how it is. Like, I could be doing something that I may feel is innocent, right? But, you know,
So when the boys go tell the wifey, like, hey, you know, your guy was having a good time.
come on now.
Or you get recorded and end up on somebody's TikTok.
Yeah, what was that one shit you showed
Yeah.
me about the nigga saying hi in the water?
Yes.
Allegedly.
It's just stupid stuff
Not
like
even
that.
allegedly.
Yeah.
You know,
Homie walked out there.
She stuck beside him though.
She stuck beside him and then had to follow up and was just like, we still working for it.
You know, 4 kids will do that to you though.
Yeah, but she's still pissed about it.
100%.
But let me not try to shit on a vacation because a really well planned vacation with, your girl can be very fun as well. It's just, I know that I live with you or I'm hanging with you and I see you all the time, as opposed to, me and my dudes, we don't get to kick it like that.
I understand that perspective.
So that's why I probably would prefer the guys trip.
Okay. What about I'm adding so many different things. This is the last one for you. What about a group trip? So it's everyone is single and there's guys and girls. Would you prefer that over the guys trip or would you still prefer the guys trip? And we'll say goodbyes. No drama.
Solomon's like, I know how y'all get down to the guys trip.
Well, no. I mean, damn. It's like both of them are enticing, but I do know that it's different kicking it with the niggas and, granted, you got some beautiful women there or whatnot. That's cool. You've got options, or you don't necessarily have to.
You was trying to do the most on the guys trip. You was like, then I could do the most, but now you single, you got girls and guys here.
Wait, so you're saying I should be trying to go on this trip with the girls and not saying I have to be fucking with something on the trip, but
there's opportunity.
I don't want to be told I better not be fucking with something on the trip.
Wait.
I don't want to not have that option. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we going? Why are we here? Unless y'all just the most fun girls you could ever bring around.
We are.
If that's the case, I don't know. Both of them sound cool though.
Okay.
It really just depends on who is going. Like,
okay.
If it's a good group of girls and a good group of guys, hey, I'm down for probably both.
Okay.
But I respect that. If you bringing some motherfucker I know I can't stand or really not trying to fuck with, I'd probably would opt for the guys trip.
Okay. We'll get you out of the hot seat. You were good sport.
Y'all ain't said shit.
Okay, leave.
Y'all haven't said shit.
Okay, so girls trips versus a vacation. Why are you laughing? I didn't even say anything.
It's funny. Like, I really want to hear this. I want you to weigh the pros and the cons.
All right. So, a vacation. I can't relate.
I can't either, actually.
I can't relate.
I can't.
You've never been on a trip with your guy? I mean, it doesn't have to be all glamorous like, social media makes it seem when y'all fucking on the balcony.
Where are we going? To Huntsville or something?
Okay. I mean,
y'all are going to fucking Miami. Let's just keep it simple.
That's a vacation.
Okay, well,
That's a vacation.
Very specific example. But
or New Orleans. Shit. That could be a vacation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I've traveled with a man, not necessarily have I been in this relationship and we plan trips regularly. And blah, 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 that I have a lot of pros and cons is what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that it's fun. It's like that quality time with that one person. You really, really get to kind of see who they are, how they unpack. You kind of looking at certain things. So my only experience would be from someone obviously I'm not married, never been engaged. So I'm in that stage of still getting to know someone. So you kind of looking at their little quirks and still having a good time. You probably mutually agree on different things you want to do and it's an easier time.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's because men sometimes are more deferential to women. And so it's dang, I think we should do this. And guys are yeah, it's a good idea.
That's
y'all
tough.
just be
go with the flow.
Yes, y'all are so go with the flow. And so it's just I feel like I'm almost free reign. It's like a solo trip, but still having a
right.
look at this.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
And so for me, I think those are probably really big pros. Maybe cons are well, I really got to think about, am I, TMI, am I going to be, the restroom situation?
Sharing the bathroom.
How close are we in this stage of us doing this vacation?
Oh, you talking about with you and the
together?
guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking about the girls trip.
That's actually a factor too, but on a different.
Yes, different point though. It's what's my comfort level? Do I need to make sure I'm packing certain things or,
Who's taking the first shit?
I mean, yeah. Do I need to be do I need to wait till we get to the restaurant and make sure we're at a clean restaurant?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, that girl don't never.
Look.
I was on a trip with her for 3 days.
Look. Waking up early. I've never done this, but you see the movies where they get up a little early and they
get their hair together. And
brush their teeth. Right.
Kind of wake them up a little bit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, some of that stuff is fun to think about. It's fun to plan. And it feels in my head, less pressure, right? Girls trip. Here and I mentioned we have been on probably a few
girls trips. And I've been on trips with my friends too. Smaller group. Our line is fairly big, so whenever we go places, it's enough of us. So that's a different dynamic because we know each other fairly well. And still, like, having to plan for that many people, having to get on the same page on a girls' trip. Mm-hmm. Even when it's a smaller group, it's like, what kind of trip is this going to be? Are we turning up? Are we relaxing? Are we doing this? Are y'all going to cake all day on the phone? Are you going to do this? Like, what we doing? And so I think that stuff is almost like a day-by-day kind of thing when you on a girls' trip. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so I think with so many different variables, it's just like, oh, there's so much going on. Which part am I going to be differential on? Am I going to speak up? Because this is really annoying me, but it's not worth it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot to think about in my head. And so my preference is going to be the Baecation. I just don't have that much experience.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I have definitely gone places with like a significant other, but I can't say that I've done like a true like Baecation. We are somewhere like, it doesn't even have to be tropical. It doesn't even have to do that. But like most of mine have been pretty quick. So like a New Orleans, like we're there for 24 hours, whatever, we come back or whatever. So yeah, but to your point, yes, I like being able to plan the stuff that I want to do. I definitely will ask you for your input, but for the most part, guys are pretty laid back, at least the ones that I date. And so, you know, they're just like, whatever you want to do, like, I don't care. I'm like, perfect. Like, we'll do stuff that, you know, I'm more so interested in. So yeah, if I had to pick between the two, I probably would say Baecation, but I also enjoy a girls' trip if the vibes are right. I've had really good girls' trips. I can't say I've had really bad, but I've definitely had, you know, there's been some drama. There's been some drama, you know? Sometimes it doesn't involve me. There was a time where it did involve me. Look, very specific, because you know I be minding my business for the most part. So, yeah, I think in the past I've been totally anti-couples trips. I'm now open to a couples trip. It just depends on the couples, and I don't think there could be more than 3. I think 3 couples, and that's including us. So 2 other couples. Three, that's the max I think I'd be willing to do. Once you start adding more, it's too much.
Literally, I think what you were saying, unless y'all are really on the same page. And that includes everybody. So
okay, and so then last question. Would you rather do the all-girls trip or the girls and guys trip? This isn't necessarily a couples. This is the girls and guys.
Oh, sign me up for the girls and guys. It's a little spicy when you do that.
Okay.
Spicy.
So is everybody single?
Everyone is single in my thing.
But there's single people in the groups.
Okay. Are we friends? Or are we strangers?
Somebody don't know nobody in there.
You're familiar. You're familiar.
You're familiar.
Somebody brought their new girlfriend.
Oh hell no, we're not doing that now.
No, but everybody else single that y'all know.
I would be okay with the girls and guys like mixing. Like if us and like another guy or something went on a trip, like okay, we know each other well enough. That I would definitely be down for that. Yeah. If everybody is like completely strange and all that, I don't know. Piece of me might go with girl trip, like my friends, my people.
Yeah, no, I like the girl and guy. I actually want to make this happen this year. Leah and I have talked about it a bit, but I really want to do like a cabin trip with just a good group of people. Not too many.
I remember that thread.
Yeah, no, this is supposed to happen like years ago. I think it was like 17.
Something. We were supposed to do it. We almost had it planned out.
Let's get it going.
I know. Didn't happen.
Just stopped.
I forgot. Actually, if I think about it.
Thread? He seemed down.
Was Reggie in it?
Like he talking about
it. Reggie was in it, and maybe Vic and some
Troy.
I just remember it was like maybe 2 people. I was like, okay, I don't know these people. Maybe it was just Keyshawn.
Lauren actually, I think, was in it too.
No, I'm gonna have to look in this group me. I think.
But yes, I remember that.
Okay.
Is it?
It was a group me? Okay. Okay.
Was it a group me? Oh, nigga, I know I got out of that.
Yeah.
I got out of that.
Okay. Well, you know what? Some of us have been booked and busy with the trips, and hopefully for the rest of the year, we can keep it going. We got to use these flights one way or another.
Yes.
Flight credits.
Going somewhere. I'm still looking for a May trip, but
I need to sit my ass down. I got weddings in June, July, so.
I mean, hey. Shout out to my friend
After this
Errol.
video, it's-
Got married last night.
Oh, yay. Shout out
Black
to that.
love.
100%. Yeah, definitely credits that needs to be used and trips that will be getting booked very soon. So if you liked what you heard, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media at He Said, We Said. Any final words?
Nope, that's it.
Nah.
All right, bye.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.